Well, we see some of football's best athletes on Sunday. One of the biggest events in all of sports, of course, the Super Bowl.
The animal kingdom has athletes of its own. Some are reptiles and amphibians.
Herpetologist David Nieves brought a few examples in with him this morning. Good to see you, David.
Hey, David, welcome back.
Come on the show all the time. You bring
I
some cool
love being
animals.
here.
What'd you bring in today? Who's this guy?
And I gotta say, usually I'm here with my daughter Mia. She's at a school field trip to the symphony, which is wonderful. And I said, "You're going to that."
Yeah.
She has wanted to be here, so she's misses you guys.
Well, we have
She really
watched
does.
Mia grow up, so we'll give her a big hi, lady. We'll see you again soon, I'm sure. But you brought another gal in.
Yes,
Here,
yes.
this is Peaches.
Yeah, this is Peaches, and Peaches is a blue-tongued skink. And kind of the running thing here is different ways, things that can relate to the Super Bowl and things like that. And Peaches is very sweet. If you would like to hold her. And blue-tongued skinks are native to Australia. This one here is captive bred, but this lizard here, one of the things about them is that if a predator attacks them and grabs their tail as they're running away, the tail can actually come off and they can grow a new one. So that'd be if a running back was taken off and somebody tried to get a hold of him and his arm just popped off,
Right.
he's gonna get to the end zone. I mean, it might be a nice little trick. I don't know. I'm just wondering.
Peaches is pretty chill.
Where does
Peaches is very chill.
Where does Peaches live? Where is it
Native to Central and Northern Australia, the blue-tongued skink.
Do you want me to put her back down?
You can, if you wish to. You can.
Do these guys get along? Because I see one's looking at the other
Well,
one.
this one,
They're eyeballing
this
each
doesn't
other.
get along with really anybody. This is a chameleon.
That looks
and
like, and that chameleon looks kind of prehistoric. I mean,
they
like
really
the
do.
old
And
dinosaurs.
they do. And this species right here, this one right here is a veiled chameleon. This one here is, of course, these are all born in captivity here. But the chameleons have the ability with their eyes to look forward and backwards at the same time. And so if you think about that, I mean,
mean with
that kind of
one
an
eye,
ability-
one
eye front, one
direction?
back?
Yes.
Or-
Yeah, they can see in front of them and behind them at the exact same time.
Huh.
Because their eyes can move independently and view independently.
Wow.
They're incredible.
And
But
so-
what are all the little, can you turn it
the
just a little bit because of these
there you go.
spines down the throat?
Yes.
What's the function of those?
That's all kind of display right now. It's making this chameleon is sticking her, it's called a gular fold out to look as big and as tough as possible.
Got it.
They are not tough at all, but they'll act big and tough. And
But
so that's what she's doing right now. And she's also turning darker, which means that she's mad.
I was wondering, because they do change colors, right?
Yes, and they change color depending on their mood. It's not because
their
of what they're
It's not the
surroundings.
environment.
It's not their surroundings. That
What?
is a myth. You can always tell what a chameleon is thinking by how they look, which would be nice if people
So
did
is
the
that
same
the
thing.
athletic feature of this creature?
Well, the athletic feature would be those eyes. The fact that right now this
yeah.
chameleon can look at me and you at the exact
the
same
same
time.
time. That's
and
wild.
a quarterback could do that. He's not going to get sacked.
Right.
Hopefully not going to get sacked. And,
kidding.
and not to mention, cornerbacks, covering everybody. I mean, there's all kinds of things that can be helpful.
Wouldn't that be crazy if we could do that?
It'd be cool.
Who knew that about that animal?
Well, some women can do that.
Well, I would say some moms.
Eyes on the back of their
Moms
head.
are really
Yes.
good at that.
Yes,
yeah.
my wife has eyes on the back of her head. Yeah.
What else did you bring us,
Okay.
David?
Now this is called a basilisk. And the basilisk, this
guy's
not,
feisty.
Yeah, very feisty. And you
Look
can,
at him, he's not
you kind of get
happy.
knife by the speed here. These things are lightning fast.
You said something that right away I knew what this was.
Yeah, they can run on
Water. So if you
yes.
watch nature programs and you see those guys that sort of scurry on the surface of the water, that's him.
Yeah, this is what they
Look
are.
how he's feisty. What's wrong with him? He just doesn't like you, or what's going on?
They don't like being held. They don't like staying in one spot.
you
They
put
want they move. They want to be really
If
active.
you put him on the table, would he take off? Would he be gone?
He would be across this room in a blink.
No kidding.
Is
And we would
speed
have a hard time
is
catching
speed
him.
what makes him an athlete?
It's the incredible speed, the ability to run across everything, and even though they are super fast, part of what really helps is they have special little fringes on their toes that actually help cup the water when they're running.
Wow.
And that, in addition with their light, they wane very lightly.
They're
But
so small.
So are they
Is that
basically
the average size?
they will get a little larger. This is a female. Females are smaller than males. Males will get about twice the size.
and the really long
She
tail?
does not want to be held.
Yes.
No.
And that tail is part of the balance. They have incredible balance when
Yeah,
they're
I'm
running
sure they
too.
do.
But they get on those hind legs, they just zip right across
So
that
how
water.
fast, if you were to convert that to human speed, like how fast would they
Because
run?
of their size, oh my goodness,
Do you know that
that is a
answer?
great science question,
Yeah.
and I should have the answer to that. And now I'm bothered.
You,
and I'm gonna
you want
figure
to
it out.
know?
What would
You'll
you-
figure it
what
out.
would you
You'll
do?
figure it out.
I'm
Facebook
gonna have to figure that
me
out.
later, would you?
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to. Whenever someone asks a question like that, if I don't
Right.
have the answer, I
Well, it's,
I
like
compute it.
like ants can carry like
Exactly.
1,000 times their weight or whatever it is.
What's this next guy?
Okay, Sticky feet. What if you would not? What if, what always happens in Super Bowl? People drop balls. It was a
Like
perfect-
Odell Beckham Jr. has
He
sort
doesn't
of
drop balls.
No,
Odell doesn't.
no, Odell. But I feel like this is the animal version of Odell in some of those receptions.
Well, these things. This is a crested gecko native to New Caledonia, and basically what you can see is they can crawl on glass. I'm not sure if you can get it. There you go. You
But
can
they
see
crawl
it.
on walls because you see
They can
these
crawl on
things.
anything. Now, the really cool part is that on their feet, there are these little things called lamella, and on those lamella are thousands of little things called setae. And what basically what those are, oops, a little slick there.
We're gonna get calls.
There you go. No.
Okay.
These things are running everywhere.
Yeah, that guy's
But
feisty,
basically,
too.
this is like, he wants to go up the ceiling. He's
It
like,
never
"Get me out
works.
of here."
It never works how you envision it, David.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we tried. That was a nice little
I know.
display you brought in.
Well, let me see here. We get him on there again. But now, what the
He's trying
gecko
to
will
take
do, I
take
know.
off.
I know.
Yeah,
He's
he wants
like,
to run.
well, to him, he's like he's out in space
He
because
doesn't
even though
realize
he's
that
holding on
he's-
to something,
Yeah.
he's exposed. But these little setae, but they stick, and for a long time we thought it's because their feet were sticky or they're suction cups, and they're not. It's actually these little tiny microscopic hairs called setae, and it's actually a molecular bond. It's physics. And it's called Van der Waals force. Anybody look it up? It's really cool, and to me it's a reminder of the fact that science is it's interdisciplinary. I love the fact that as a herpetologist I'm studying biology, but I also study chemistry and physics too, and it all comes together.
I always thought it was suction cups.
And it's not.
Yeah.
It's
You busted a couple of
Van der
myths
Waals
today.
force. Van der Waals force.
That is
Look it up.
neat.
It's an amazing.
Meanwhile,
like I said, it's a molecular attraction.
Peaches.
Peaches is like, hey kids, follow my
Peach
lead
is
here.
sweet as a peach. I'll tell you that.
And that's why that's part of the name.
So
Look at her. She
David,
looks
while you
mean,
get the
though.
next creature ready, I want to
Yes.
let our viewers know David is a
Oh, yeah.
herpetologist. This isn't a hobby for him. This is what he does and has done for years. And in fact, he's an author and a photographer. So these are the covers of a couple of his books. If your kids are interested in reptiles, they're always asking questions or wanting to watch videos about them, maybe David's books would be a great way to introduce them to these creatures like the ones he brought in.
And it's a good reminder, which of these reptiles make for good pets, or do any of these make for good pets?
Of what I brought today, the blue-tongued skink would do very well as a pet. The crested gecko, actually, those are captive bred in large numbers now, and even in different color phases. Those do very well as a pet too. Actually, a lot of people have those. So crested geckos, leopard geckos, bearded dragons,
Yeah.
corn snakes, king snakes, things like that. You don't have to go crazy exotic on stuff.
We have a minute left, David.
Okay.
Hey, what's it?
Whoa, Nelly.
Wow, that's a big guy.
This is
What
Al.
is that?
This is Al. Al's a Cape Monitor. And the joke before, we were talking about eating chicken wings.
Molly Schuyler in the wing
Yeah.
bowl,
And I
right?
thought, you know what? This guy
they-
is a champion chicken wing eater. And
Well, he's got this V tongue too.
I know,
The tongue
but see,
splits.
given his size, he
Whoa,
could easily
so that's a raw
eat-
chicken wing?
Yeah, given his size, this guy right here could easily eat
What about the bone?
10 chicken wings. Oh, they digest everything. See,
You're
that's the
kidding
thing.
me.
See, that's
He'll
where he's
take
got
the
her. He's
bone
got
down,
her because
too?
he'll eat the bones too.
Okay.
He can digest that entire thing.
Oh
see.
yeah. But he can eat
Is he
10
smelling
chicken-
it right now
Oh
with
yeah.
his tongue?
He can eat 10 chicken wings, no problem.
Oh, here he goes.
Thinking about it.
He's very thinking about it.
Monitor goes in for the chicken
Okay.
wing. He got the chicken wing inside his big mouth and it just went down the belly, my friends.
But these are.
I don't
But
know where that
he can eat. I know. He can eat 10 no problem, which would be the equivalent of a human eating about 100
can
chicken wings,
eat
which
10
apparently is
of
what
these.
she just about did, eating
you
95.
serious? Wow.
Yes. So I was going
Where
to
does
say.
he put it all, though? I mean,
Well,
he's.
they have a huge stomach
He
for this
just
size.
swallows
stomach.
it whole.
Yeah.
He doesn't even enjoy the taste. Dave.
Oh no, he doesn't.
Wow.
he doesn't.
Protein-rich breakfast.
Yum, 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 yum.
So,
There you
David,
go.
do you have any more, or should we end on him? I feel like this
That's
is a,
it.
this
I
is a
think
good
we
place.
kind of have to.
This
end
is a
on
good
him
high note
because
for us.
because I'm all out of chicken wings.
Let's show
got
you
one
David's
more chicken wing
information
left.
again. David speaks to groups all over.
No,
and
don't
so
leave this shot. I love this. There he goes. Okay, now we can show David's info. He does
David
speak to groups all across
Nieves,
the
he does.
area.
He's a herpetologist, he's a photographer, he's an author. Great guy.
Thanks,
David,
David.
thank you so much
Let's
for
see about-
being
I
here
love being here. Thank you so much.
and
Thanks
giving
for
me
coming.
our
Really.
love. Please.
Okay, guest of the morning blend. I don't know about